South African Chefs Association, alongside the BOSASA Group and Department of Correctional Services, support the rehabilitation process when it comes to the catering and the hospitality. The reason is, in South Africa, we promote the art and science of the culinary art as the South African chefs, but due to the shortages that we have within the industry, we support what BOSASA and Department of Correctional Services is doing by giving the inmates an opportunity to learn how to cook, learn the basics on how to cook. Because once you learn the basics or the fundamentals of cooking, when you leave the correctional services, you have the opportunity to start off on your own businesses if you cannot be employed elsewhere. Example, you look at our trend at the moment in hospitality, the Shisa Nyama effect or the braai effect. You can take this opportunity and throughout South Africa, and you can cook and create an income for yourself and for your family.
The conjunction of DCS together with your BOSASA, it assisted us so much because those people, they do come to prison and facilitate the classes. They give us your modules, we study, and then they explain to us whatever that is necessary from us to give it to them. On behalf of myself or my life, I think I am transformed because when I came to prison, I had no matric. And then I studied until I completed my matric. I've got these IT courses that I've completed. I've got 4 diplomas in theology, and I recently have qualified for this International Computer Driver's License Expert Certificate. So for me, actually, I'm looking forward to creating jobs. Right now, I have a partner whom we have come together to say, what can we do out there? Even though we have all these qualifications, some of us will be employed. But at the end of the day, for me, as a person, I don't think the money that they will pay me will be enough comparing what I have already gained in prison.
We support, as a company, we support the Department of Correctional Services with the philosophy of rehabilitation. That's why for us, it's not prisons, it's correctional centers. And we don't view them as prisoners. For us, it's students, it's a client. And that's where we start from with our training. I think what you saw today is just a culmination of more than a year's training with one little group. And this is what we've seen today happens in Paulsmoor, it happens in Westville Prison, it happens wherever BOSASA operates as a stakeholder for the Department of Correctional Services, have these good stories to tell. You can interview these guys that actually gave their testimonies today. It's real people, came from real prisons, and they're working and they're creating employment for themselves.
I started this course of catering and food handling because I work in the kitchen as a cook for the Muslim inmates. So the course took about a year in total. It was an awesome experience because you learned skills that you wouldn't otherwise learn. Even in the real world, it's things that I wouldn't have just learned by myself. So it's really empowering because it gave us skills that I can use in the real world to get a job, or even if not that, just to improve my skills as a human being at home in the domestic domain. So there was a lot of benefits and pros to doing the course. It was really, the thing that touched me the most is how inspiring it was to learn from people that care about us, even though we might be incarcerated. The passion and the level of commitment and enthusiasm of the facilitators of the course and even the DCS members was really inspiring and really pushed us to want to do well and succeed in the course and in studying in general. In Center C is supposed to be the center of excellence, so I've already got certificates in other things and I'm studying towards a degree as well. So just all of the studying together just to become and to grow into the best version of me that I can be. So that when I walk out one day, I walk out a better person than I was that came into this environment.